So, hi there. So my cat got into like killing mode, apparently, just now when I tried to do a video, so I had to start over. Oh my, she's still sitting here with very dark eyes. I think she's pissed that I sit in what she perceives as her share or something. I don't do as she wants to. She's more like a little cougar, this one. Little lion. Very disturbing personality sometimes, but awesome also. Yeah, she doesn't like that I do things different than what I used to do. Oh, she's still very mad. I'll try to soothe her. Yeah. Cats are funny creatures. Oh gosh, very seldom she gets this. Yeah, she got really, really angry and she tried to run everything. God. Okay. Well, anyways, this picture that I took the other morning, I messed a bit with the image later afterwards, so you can see like the how the ethereal layer around trees or so would look like, and if you then widen your vision, you start to see auras or more of the aura, let's say. So, anyways, I don't know where I was last year. Well, also I want to repeat that I don't read comments anymore for a while at least. And I like it, so I maybe never will read them. So still I see if I get comments, and also I appreciate your also the comments, whether or whatever you say there, but also the likes or dislikes or so. I like to interact somehow, but it's calmer for me to not read the comments. So, yeah. But I will, though, if I see comments, I will interact in some kind of way with pulling cards where you can choose your own number or so on, maybe. Oh gosh, I'm totally... my hands are just really scarred now. Little cat. She didn't have it too good previously where she lived. I heard from her neighbor. She died in a fire, maybe you saw. Actually, I had a video. I didn't know she was dying then when I filmed that, so I don't have it up. But their neighbors, they had a fire, and then the one who owned this cat, she passed away in the fire. And I thought the cat was also gone. She was always, I knew this cat, let's say, from a distance before a bit. But I thought she was also gone. And after some weeks, she was really starved, and I saw her trying to eating leaves out there. And I ran out, had some cold rice that I threw close to her, and she started to eat that. And then me and another friend neighbor, we tried to capture her with fox traps of sorts or so. And eventually we trapped some other cats first, and she was really difficult. And also she was hiding beneath there were some holes in the foundation of the house there. And I mean, it must have been really terrifying for her, because there were all kinds of machines and stuff there trying to fix the place as it was. Oh gosh, she's so angry at me still. God, oh. Yeah. I cannot do long videos. She's so angry at me now. She wanted to either play with me or we should sit and be cozy or something. This is not okay. Oh, she's very mad. Anyways, so gosh, she's so cute and so angry. And she really runs me totally. She is like the boss. Absolutely. I try to not let her decide everything, but she kind of does. Oh my. Yeah. What was I talking about? The whole... I will respond in ways to like pull cards for you or something. Maybe I hopefully I will have the energy to do some video later also. Oh gosh, she's so tired, and also Oh, my little darling, gosh. Hey, baby. Yes, I will be cozy with you soon, little one. Yeah. So, anyways, the neighbor to the cat, she said that she didn't have it well where she was previously. So I guess she easily goes into either attack mode or maybe even killing mode. I mean, she's not huge, but she's really like a little wild cat rather than a house cat. She's fierce. So you can't deal with her harshly. She gets even more mad. Yeah, little one. I don't know. Whatever made her so angry today. Yeah. Something, apparently. So, yeah, so... Yeah. About the aura, not everyone, I guess, agrees still about this, but I think science can prove the existence of it or so on anyways. Yeah. Gosh, I just started to laugh at her because she's so mad still. Little one, what's wrong with you? What's wrong, little girl? Yeah, so fine. I will try to do something different. I will pause for a moment and try to put her in her cozy position. Wait a second. So maybe you hear her now. Purring. Yeah, little. She wants to have a cozy blanket on top of her, and we should be cozy now. And she's tired. My little angry personality. Okay, so I will try it now. I'll have the mic a little bit sideways, so maybe you don't hear me as well, but hopefully. Yeah, so now she's pleased anyway. That's the important thing. Yeah. This is how it should be, she thinks. So I will move this a little bit just so I won't bump into it more. So, yeah. Anyways, oh gosh. Yeah, so about the aura, I try to focus here. Do you hear her? Maybe I have to put the mic closer so you really hear her. I'll try to do that. I'm sorry. Little darling. Okay, where was this now? Okay, so I'm sorry about the sounds. I will just try to put it back. I'm sorry, I could have paused when I did this, but oh gosh, so still purring, but I don't know if you're here. oh gosh, this cat. I'm so scarred now. She just totally wanted to kill me now. Oh my. Well, she really tries to make me obey her every little move, and I kind of do also. Yeah. Little one, oh my, I don't know. So, okay, I will keep doing. She never actually, when I got her, she was really messed up. She was, those others who lived in that area said that this cat can't get normal or so on. And she's rather strange. She's very, very smart. She knows things. I mean, when you say things that are like you think she can't understand, dogs can understand a lot. When you almost have to speak English so they don't know what you're talking about if you try to hide something for them. But this one she knows in advance, and she's very, very smart. So, yeah. But also extremely temperamental. Yeah, it's like a wild cat. You really have to attend to her like as if you had a little lion. Yeah. Otherwise, she will kind of scar you for sure. But she's very cozy too when she likes. So, or when you obey, maybe. I don't know. Okay, moving on here, but I love her, so she's like my baby. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, she's so much better now. I shall not go on talking about this cat, but she was really not everyone, but those, yeah, more or less those who came visiting before. She can still attack people actually, but before people were like afraid of her coming visiting. So, and I was rather afraid of her. Once I was asleep, I started to have this sleep mask for your eyes after that, because she jumped up once with her claws up on top of my head, and with all her 4 claws into my head. I think she was just playing or something, because I screamed. I woke up like I screamed, and she jumped away, and she only did that part once, but after that I didn't dare to. I thought if she would have jumped and put her claws into my eyes, that would have been very bad. So yeah, and when I thought, I have had cats before, and when I thought she was, and they have never been biting or anything like that ever, and this one, once I was playing with a little rat thing or whatever they had, those cat toys, and I was looking at the toy and like playing with her and so on, and then suddenly she just scratched me underneath the eye. It was far from the toy. She just showed who is the boss here. I don't know. Yeah, but now she's apparently pleased though, when I sit in this weird position having to bend myself to talk to you. Well, she's cozy anyways. So about the aura and everything, obviously there are lots of ideas about whatever that is and so, but I will just talk about my perception and my what I've learned about that. So I don't feel a need to prove it like such. It's just for those who are interested in learning and developing it. So so it's like vibrations of our, also some people call it soul or the spiritual self, that your inner nature, and those they are the physical body are in it, you can say, in the aura, and also it informs the body and everything. It creates it, you can say. So it's like subtle bodies around our physical body. So and energy, of course. I'm so happy she's calm now. It's very disturbing, and from the beginning, I'm just talking about the cat again now. She was laying on top of a shelf that I had, and she was very cozy also then sometimes, but then she was attacking, and then she behaved so weird, so I didn't know how to deal with that cat. But she was laying on top of a shelf and just staring me down. I knew that she was planning to kill me. Actually, she was like she had all black eyes, just staring intensely at me all the time. Like as she was thinking, is she too much, or can I actually kill her? Like she planned it, but I think she thought I was a little bit too big, maybe. Oh God, what a temperament. But she could harm my hands. Oh my. She's very, very sweet though. You can't believe it, but she is. But only when she wants to, when you do what pleases her. And I don't think she there's some people she knows a little bit and she like them, but I don't think she like people who she doesn't know a lot. And if there are people coming by and they are sitting where she don't think they should be, she goes and scratches their hands or something and show them that they can't sit there. But I have to try to tell her not to. But yeah, it seems like playful, but it's more that she wants to rule, actually. And she can get really rough. Oh, so I think maybe I'm bleeding now. No, actually not, but it feels like it. Yeah, so anyways, so I was screaming quite a lot in my just now when I tried to do this video. I was trying to make her stop. Oh, and you can't really be harsh with her because she goes even further into, like, I don't know, whatever age, and you can't stop her like that. You have to calm her down in some way, which is not always the most easy thing to do. So, yeah, it's like you can say in a way that it is the consciousness that is connected to the body as well, and there are levels of this and levels of awareness of these different dimensions of our own consciousness. So that's kind of what the aura is, and in a way it stretches however far, like unlimited, but those layers we used to talk about connecting to, and the outer, let's say, which is also like the inner, but that is the oneness or the spirit. So yeah, so but we can develop this consciousness, and we do, even if we don't focus on the aura or so on, but if we develop our own inner abilities and intuition and so on, our consciousness in any kind of way that influences the aura, whether or not we're aware of the aura itself or so. But that's a way to start to understand it, and the frequency of it, and of others' auras as well. But as I said, there are certain ways of seeing it. The story of Diana also is this, the division, and how you kind of fell through these layers of consciousness into this physical. And then from the three-dimensional, to say it briefly, you need to then learn how to see beyond the veil of this three-dimensional world, and all those kind of steps, or those dimensions, frequencies, back to the oneness, and like work your way back to understanding the oneness. So, but it's always there whether we know it or not. But so, oh, my hand, why did she hurt me like this? So it's like the radiance or charisma or energy that radiates from the physical body. You can say, in a way, it's a life force inherent in the body as well. Especially the ethereal layer, the layer you see like around that tree, sort of. And there is a lot of energy fields that surrounds and moves through and from the physical body, but also it is, as I said, the other way around. Actually, it's the spiritual that creates or informs the body. But anyways, it's like light, electricity, warmth, sounds, magnetism, and electromagnetism. So, but you can, as I said, measure not all of it, I guess, but most of it scientifically. So, as to see that the human body is an energy system in itself, and every energy system is unique. So there are not two that are exactly similar. There may be similarities. I think I said this in the first video or something, but so you can have similar kind of sounds, light, or electromagnetic fields. The strength and intensity will differ from person to person. Every human have their own unique frequency, so And when you have this natural close frequency, or actually maybe also when you have opposites that you are drawn to, sort of. But anyways, you can easily get along with that person that have similar frequency. You have this natural relationship there, yeah, and befriend them. So and if they are opposite, maybe you can feel some dislike, or that you don't want to be around a certain person or so on. Then if it differs a lot, but it can also be very attractive. I mean, yeah, as I said, it's very commonly known, this whole opposite attract, and how that also would be, that can actually very much clash. I mean, there can be really opposites, but it is also to make us expand and grow and realize how much more we are, and also to widen our own perspectives of things, to see things. So not seldom that is the case when it comes to attraction, that it's something that actually challenges us a whole lot, because it makes us question a lot of our own ways of seeing things and whatnot. It may not be all that compatible all the time just because you're attracted. But anyways, yeah, and that difference of frequencies can even lead to hate if it's forced, sort of, if it's not just that it's uncomfortable or so on. And I wonder whatever frequency my cat had today. She had the frequency of ruling everything, and not everyone agree on that, though. Oh God, I can't stop just still laughing at her. But there are not many who could cope with this cat, I don't think. Oh, but I laugh at her every day still, so she's really awesome. And mostly she's not like this anymore. I mean, it took several years. I mean, okay, sorry, I just go into cat things now, but it took some years before I could brush her, and before you could sit with her like this. And I mean, yeah, it had been a long procedure to almost always be friendly with each other. Today I don't know what got into her, something. But previously that was the normal still, so it's awesome that she have healed so much, sort of, from her previous experiences. She was, yeah, not very well taken care of at all. So yeah, anyways, she don't trust people and hands, I think, mostly. So I haven't watched those programs, Cats from Hell or what they're called, but I guess it could help maybe do that. But I try to add things that is, actually I have watched those wild animals when they treat, or not treat, but when they work with wild animals, how to do that, and what they kind of, how they play with them and what they do and so on. And that's where I got my inspiration around her, how to deal with her from, because she's more like wild and than a normal house cat of sorts. Yeah. Well, yeah. She's also more fun though, because she's so active and so intelligent and everything. So I'm glad I don't have just a cozy little other kind of cat. She's very fun, this one. I love her. And now she pushes against my legs with her little paws. Oh. Anyways, okay. I think she maybe want me to be quiet. Okay. Yeah, but I shall talk anyway. Now I've stretched myself that far for her, so I sit in a sort of uncomfortable position. But yeah. Well, let's see now. God, I get so tired also when she falls asleep. You know how your auras also affect each other? Now I get totally sleepy again. I think she fell asleep now. And then I get all sleepy. Oh. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, you can feel that this is, as I said about this is how far you can go, as with her, for example. how much you will adjust to someone else and so on, and that is also about the frequency in your aura. Yeah. And what we eat and drink affect the aura. And yeah, so, but as I said, they are called, by the way, I came to think of that yesterday when I almost fell asleep. Dowsing rods. Yes, I think probably maybe someone have written that again. I think you have done so before. Those that I call pointers, by the way. But anyways, you can, I mentioned this before, but you can fill up energy. This kind of tree, as I had in the picture actually, I don't know what they are called. That is the tree that I couldn't figure the name of. But to hug one of those is really good if you want to get additional energy or strengthen your aura. They are very good at those kinds of trees. That's the best alternative when it comes to that. Among trees. So yeah. Yeah. If you feel like burned out in someone's presence, then it may be that it's not that they are the problem, as I said before. It may be that you are too receptive, and so you need to learn how to keep your own energy strong. That's the thing. But also, the more you open up your energy and work with energy, especially from the beginning, you will be more sensitive also. And therefore, it's really good to avoid. I mean, so for example, here with the comments and all, I don't see how that is beneficial to me actually, to read them. So I just, I guess also the advice that Teal said. But also I realize now when I do that, that's so liberating. I thought the comments was like the fun thing, and I wanted to connect and everything, and I still want to. But no, it's too costly, it's too draining, and I don't need those additional thoughts added to my experience actually. And I will miss out on some that would probably have added to my experience a lot. But as it have been more so, it have been quite the opposite. So I don't see the reason. And therefore I know how to just not see that then. I don't have to listen to it, so. Yeah, so then I'm not influenced. Yeah, so. And also, if someone have been sick, or if it's something else going on in their lives that make their energy weaker, or that they have a lack of energy, maybe they could charge themselves sort of your energy. But it's not like people intentionally, it happens though, that those who know, as I said, magic or energy work can intentionally take someone's energy. But yeah, generally not. It's just their need, like pulls the energy kind of, and so you can naturally heal also through this. But still, you need to be aware of it so that you can balance it in the way you want to. So So, and yeah, also, I don't know about that, but if people, however they hold their hands or their body language overall, if they have it's an open, receptive position if you have your palms upwards and so on, but it still is also a way to be very receptive to others' energy, and in some cases maybe also, let's say, sort of steal others' energy. But you can protect yourself. You can think of that you have like a cloak of that is that you can see through, kind of, but that they won't be able to throw stuff at you or pull the energy from you. So, yeah. So, and when it comes to, I mentioned this in the first, one of the first videos, I think, about the aura here. And yeah, I'm starting to be very slow because I'm very affected by my cat, and she's sleeping now. So now I always go into her mode. We are like very synchronized usually, and you know, if you were in a bad mood, I was not in any kind of bad mood. Maybe she's a vampire because I ate something with garlic in, and that maybe my hands had some of that scent, and that was what ticked her off, or what it was. But you know, she got really mad. Anyways, generally we are very in sync, me and my cat, like stupidly so. Or my cat, and I mean, I'm more so hers than she's mine, if so, but yeah. Oh gosh, now I'm just talking about her. But anyways, back to the whole sex thing that I talked about. That can be really healing, and also, but you connect with all these subtle bodies as well, not only the physical. And so usually if there is love involved, or not, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be a partnership as such, or like however you define it, but if there are emotions even there, then the energy through the ones sharing that would like flow in a, I mean, not use words like pure way, but in a harmonious sort of way. If those two have feelings for each other, or however many there are, but yeah. But otherwise, it will have the opposite effect, that it will like influence the aura in a bad way, that will maybe cause holes in the aura, or it even can lead to you getting sick. So it sounds like it's, as I said before, like it's a moral thing, but it's not about that. It's about energy and energy exchange and such. And so therefore, as I said before, also I'm very happy. I have been very single and kind of what it's called now, celibate in that sense, forever, almost now. So yeah, because of that, because it heals you. If it have been destructive relationships of some sort, where there is not equal exchange of care and loving feelings. Yeah. Well, leaving that now. I don't focus well. I try to now. This is me trying to be focused. It's very difficult also sitting in this strange position that I do to have her cozy. I did this also with previous cats that I've had. They had 2 huge cats, and this one is a little tiny one, but they were so kind always. But anyways, when they were sleeping in the bed with me, they were like taking up, the male cat was laying on the upper part and the female lower down, but they were quite huge both, and they took up almost all my bed, so I could like lay on the I just on the almost on the brink of the bed, so I almost fell off, and trying to balance myself there so they could sleep well. And he was so sweet, that cat, that the grey male cat, and then I had a black female. And he put his little paw, when I fell asleep, he put his little paw on my mouth to feel if I was, like, I don't know why he thought it was fun. He was laying like sideways looking at me, and I woke up because he put his paw like on my mouth. And then I looked at him, and he was like, I took it away, and then I fall asleep almost again, and he did that again. Just looked very curiously at me, because I don't know. I don't know what he wondered about, but it seemed like he tried to figure, what is this? Maybe I was snoring, I don't know. Because cats don't breathe like that, I guess. I thought it was fun with the warm air coming out of my mouth, I don't know. But he very gently touched with his little paw. Yeah, they were so cute, those. Never, I mean, they were so kind always. Very different from this one. Oh. Yeah, okay. So, also crystals. I now have actually 2, what are they called now? Clear crystals, or quartz, yeah. In one in each of my jeans pockets. Those, like rods, almost but not too huge ones, but like a finger, almost like and I didn't think of that, but I felt very good today. Sometimes out with people and so on, I can get more influence than I realized that I am at the time, by just the environment around or so on. But I felt very cheerful and unaffected by others around today. And I think that's why. Because I never used to go and carry... I mean, I have always some sort of... I have my sort of bag. I have a Sami bag, and then also have a mess of these medicine bag, you can say, with a holy object or sacred objects that I use symbolically or so. In the Moonlight Key, and that is so healing, that one. Wow. But anyways, so I carry around stuff in my bag and so, but not usually on me, in my clothes like that. But anyways, it was really a difference. I didn't even think about talking about that now, so but I actually had. But if you have felt that someone is draining you of energy, you can have 2 of those. It can be whatever, but it will work very well with 2 quartz in your hand, in each of your hands, and just meditate for a moment. And you can also ask your spiritual guides to fill you with healing or energy. So it's important to give yourself love and to listen to those signals, and you don't really have to. People talk about energy vampires and so on, but you don't have to actually blame someone else, because of it's just a little bit of a clash of energies that don't mix well, and it's no one's fault, or it's not wrong that they are that way or anything. It's just something that it doesn't match well for you anyways if you feel drained, so therefore you need to change something so you feel good. You need to love yourself, first, and all that. Important. And if you say that people have a weak, both when it comes to the mind, but also the nerves and so on, when people talk about that, that is totally the aura field that is weakened. So and also when it comes to the spiritual, if you are not conscious of the spiritual, it doesn't have to be in a certain way, but meaning love, then it affects the aura. It will be more narrow, and you will be more narrow-minded, obviously. But it can be a little more small and uneven, and it will leak somewhat. Because then you get most of your energy from your surroundings or others instead of from the spirit. So, and from your own spirit also. So, and also when someone have become sick or so on, you can start to see that in the aura. And if you learn how to draw some energy from the cosmos, or if it's good if it's both from the cosmos and from Mother Earth, then you can see how new energy comes into the aura and affects it. So yeah, and you can also ask your guides to even it out and to open up and help with this energy exchange. So yeah. But also there is another thing with the aura that many maybe don't know or don't think about. There was one of those that I teach in tarot now. She had tried some stuff with a friend, and it's easy to pick up energy when you do that. So you should actually clap with your hands, or preferably also go and wash your hands in cold flowing water or something afterwards, because you need to kind of let those energy go, those energies of the other person's aura that you feel in your hands. It will somewhat attach to you. So specifically if they are sick or very ill or so, then you can pick up some of it, and it's not very good for you. So some of these things you should not really play with, but rather use, but carefully also, to know how to also, I mean, you don't have to be afraid, but be aware, be very aware of your own reactions, because it influences you. And then if you see that you are affected by something and not just ignore that connection, then you will be able to correct it in some ways. That will help you. I talk very weirdly now. I'm really happy that I don't read any comments right now. So anyways, as I said also before, I repeat, but how you eat and whether or lack of, I mean, if you eat bad, it would not be good, and crappy food, and if you don't exercise, or if you don't get so much fresh air, or don't get enough rest, stuff like that affect the aura a lot. Stress, alcohol, drugs, tobacco, negative habits, or as I talked about before, to do spiritual things that aren't really good for you, meaning also not in loving ways. It will affect you. So what else? I will not repeat a lot that I've already said. And you can also work with, I mean, you can push and pull in the aura to like balance it, and it's like gel. You can feel like gel almost when you work with aura, without it being sticky, more like transparent gel. But anyways, you can practice these things, and if you're curious and so on, you will learn more. And you can also practice with your loved ones and so on, but as I said, take a little bit of care not to pick up energy, and you can do all kinds. So there are various measures to cleanse yourself. You can use incense, you can use some water that is purifying, or if you make your own like holy water with salt and bless it kind of. And so there are various ways that you can do so that you cleanse yourself, and you will find out, you will figure what is working well for you. But just to do that, to wash your hands in cold water afterwards would often be sufficient. So and it's very rewarding still to learn these things. And now when I talk about it, although in a very, very slow and lazy and tired, sleepy way, not right now, I still get very eager to go on working with this more myself. But you can also when you can rotate, aside from just pushing or pulling in the aura and so on and balance it, you can also feel like make circles and rotate in the aura. And there you can feel it instantly, and whatever chakra reacts to it as well. I just did a little movement now, and suddenly I felt it. In one of my chakras. But there is also another thing when we do in Ayurveda. There is this marma treatment where you do massage with various. Yeah, never mind. It also relates to the meridians and all that, and the doshas in Ayurveda. But there is one thing that when you move clockwise, then you pull in and you start to move anti-clockwise, or geosil, as we would say in witchcraft, but with their shins you say, actually, otherwise you say geosil, yeah. And then you pull out the energy that are not supposed to be there, so the crap, you open up kind of, so you let go of the bad stuff first, and then you move clockwise to pull in the positive energy, or the balancing energy there. So, but you can obviously play with these things, but also with respect. You could mess it up a bit also if you don't know really what to do. So, but it's it's very fun. So. But then to the colors. I know. I'm excuse me, I don't focus too much. But it's good to know sort of what the colors stand for as well. John, I get so tired. But oh no, it pushes my legs again. Also, if there is some color lacking, that have importance to know. And if you need a certain color more than others, you can also dress in that color, that specific color. And it's not meant that you should learn by heart what everything means and then stay stuck to that. You should communicate with the energy and understand the energy itself. But to begin with, anyways, to have a clue about the colors and what they mean and so on can be interesting, or to look it up sometimes. So the colors can show in the aura in many forms, nuances, or they can be placed in different places around the body, and they can also reflect themselves in, like, they can mix into each other in various ways around the body as well. So it's like unlimited how the colors can lay or be around the body. It's none are the same as some other, and also it depends on the moods as well, and it can totally shift very quickly as well. So but when it comes to the colors, anyways, in the aura, which you will start to see, the first layer, as I have on this picture as well, the usually seen as just white or like this, but depending, the strength can vary, and the width of it as well, how far it stretches out from the body of whatever object or person. But usually it follows the contour of the person or so. Anyways, when it comes to the colors and the shapes and so on further out, they used to have this more egg-shaped. But anyways, if we think about the rainbow colors, for red is like strong energy and fire, and the source, the creative source, also life-giving energy. It's warm. It can also show strong passion and strong mind, strong will. It's a dynamic color that can show anger, love, hate, and also unexpected changes. It can also both show birth or transformation. And so, actually, so huge red awesome dragon not long ago. I never thought about you kind of know instinctively or intuitively the meaning of the colors as well. But this is also a color that affects the circulation system in the body very much, and also the or sexual energy in those areas around the systems around that. And it can also relate to awakening when it comes to dormant abilities or talents. And too much red can show, or if it's like not clear, can show that you're overstimulated, or it can show also inflammations or an imbalance, or nervousness or fever, aggression, impulsivity, or arousal as well. Yeah, so that's for the red, among other things, of course, but like as for basic. And when it comes to orange, this is the color for warmth, creativity, and feelings, and it indicates courage, joy, and that you're very friendly or like other people. It's a color that can show a new consciousness, especially when it comes to the astral plane, more subtle plane. And based on the nuance, it can show also emotional imbalance, or that your mind is imbalanced. If it's not clear, that can reflect the pride, you know what I mean, and that you're kind of also maybe like a little bit cocky or so, yeah. And it can also show worry or vanity. When it comes to yellow, I mean, it's one of the first and simplest colors to see then, aside from this bright white. And if it's bright yellow around the hair, that can show optimism. Yellow is the color that shows mental activity. It can also show that you're learning new things. It can indicate even enlightenment, wisdom, and intelligence. And if it's more like pastel, is that the English word for it even? If the nuance is a little bit softer, then it often shows enthusiasm for something in life, and maybe oh no, the cat luckily woke up so I can move. I will pause then and shift this. My angry cat. So hi, I hope I really paused there. I don't know. Because I made a lot of noise moving this stuff around. She went eating, luckily. Oh, she used to lay sleeping much longer, so now I can move my head a little bit in another direction. Lovely. Yeah, so where was I now? Yeah, the enthusiasm, softer yellow then. When it comes to something in life, or the power of the ideas or spiritual development, especially if it's bright yellow or too white. So yellow is very much representing the power of ideas and awakening of psychic abilities and clairvoyance as well, can it mean. And if those colors are deeper or more not so clear when it comes to yellow, that can show that you think too much or overanalyze. And it can also show that you're overly critical and that you are very categoric, or almost dogmatic maybe, but also that those emotions can show that you have not gotten the recognition or appreciation that you should have had, that you feel that. And green is the color that represents sensitivity, and also showing a growth with emotion, maturity, sympathy, calm, someone that is reliable and open-hearted. And if it's bright green on the border of blue, like turquoise almost, that shows healing ability. And that is the color for richness, abundance, strength, friendship. And if it's darker or more, I don't know what the muddy maybe, but otherwise I say just less clear, it shows jealousy or so it can also be related to addictions, I guess. And so it can also show that you're very self-confident, and also it can show mistrust. So these are very opposing things, obviously, and therefore you need to start to tune into the energies to kind of know what frequency, what color, what that exact color says to you at the time. But it sounds more difficult than it is. You will feel it. You will know. Don't give up if you feel confused to begin with. Yeah. And blue is the one that is after yellow, the easiest color to see in the aura. And that color gives, or shows rather, calm and stillness, and that you are open and truthful, and also curiosity somehow there can be. It shows also the ability for clairvoyance and telepathy, and if it's a brighter nuance, it shows that you have an active imagination and intuition that is very good. Those deeper nuances can show also or indicate loneliness. It can be related to the search for the divine, or that you're a seeker. But you're very those who have much blue are very sweet oftentimes. And if there's like this king's blue color, those nuances indicate that you're very honest and have good judgment as well. It can also show that someone have found or are on their way to find their mission in life. And if there are less clear blue nuances, that can reflect on that your intuition or so on are blocked. And it can also show that you are a little bit melancholic. Is that like that you feel like blue, let's say. And you can be also stressed, that you feel that you are in a hurry or worry. Dominance is that color as well, or fear or neglect or oversensitivity can be shown in that way as well. So, and when it comes to violet or dark purple, that is the color for warmth and transformation, and it's the color for the heart and the heart and the mind to be to be not only connected but joined, the physical and the psychic, or not psychic, the mental. But the psychic as well. I always interpret it wrong sometimes when I want to say something. Okay, so it reflects independence and intuition, as well as dynamic and very important dream activity. So this can also show a seeker that wants to know the truth, or the want to understand things. So the dark purple color often show the ability to practically and in many ways deal with business, and those more bright or light or pale violet and even dark purple nuances can reflect that you're very humane and also spiritual. And those red purple nuances can show great passion and willpower. It can also show a greater need for individual to be able to perform individually. And those dark and less clear nuances can show a need to get over something. You can even although they can even have a intense erotic imagination if you have those nuances in the aura. And it can also indicate that they can be a little bit think they are above others, in need of sympathy, and a sense of being misunderstood can also be shown in those less clear nuances. So, and then also when it comes to other colors, like pink is a color. Oh, I have this pentagram ring on my finger. It was last, it's swollen finger. I don't know. Pink is the color for compassion, love, and purity as well. It can show joy, pleasure, and also strong friendship. And when it's seen in the aura, it shows, it may show anyways, I should say, someone that is quiet and humble as a person, alongside with someone that have a love for art and beauty. And depending on the nuance of the pink, then especially the darker ones, that can show that you're immature. It can reflect sincerity or a lack of it if it's then more muddy, let's say. It can also show that new love or new visions you're developing that. And gold is a color that shows dynamic spiritual energy, as well as growing inner force. So and also more energies that are, it's like you are very loving, and also that it brings harmony, this gold. It shows strong enthusiasm and high inspiration, and also new life force that are coming in. And if it's more dull or more less clear, I mean, those golden, gosh, I can't even almost upload this. I talk so unfocused. But anyways, I will do it because I don't care. I don't listen to your comments. No, I'm just kidding. No, I care, but I wanted to say this anyways, and I will come back and maybe say it better on some other day. Yeah, but if it's less clear, that can show that this person is in a process of awakening of higher inspiration and have not yet clarified what it is in their life. It shows a chemical process that is active, that the person work with transforming their life to gold, let's say. And white is shown in the aura before you start to see real colors. As I said, around, usually that is shown anyways when you see colors around, but the white is the first thing oftentimes that you see, and it's always seen very clearly. And it's seen as oftentimes like a shadow that you can see through, but in white then. And in white, all colors, there are all colors, and when they come forth in the aura, there's often a combination with a lot of other colors in the white. So, yeah. So therefore you can know if it's an energy color or just a vague perception of the aura. From the beginning you will just see the white probably, because you have not learned how to see more than that yet. And when this white is very clear, it shows truth and purity. It also shows that this individual's energy cleanses itself. And also oftentimes it shows an awakening to more creativity. And when it comes to gray, it's this color for beginnings. It can show that it will be gifts that you were born with will be revealed. And gray, I mean, nuances on the border of silver shows the awakening of feminine energies, and these energies and abilities that have to do with enlightenment, intuition, and also creative imagination and so on. And if it's darker gray, it can show more not psychic, I mean mental imbalance, especially if this color is seen around specific parts of the physical body. It can also show a need to never leave a task undone. An aura that have a lot of gray may indicate that this is a very secretive or person or somewhat loner. If it's a lot of brown in the aura field, some people mean that it reflects a lack of energy or an imbalance, but it doesn't have to be, because brown is also the color of the earth. So when it is shown in the aura, especially around the head or feet, it can show that there is a new maturity. It indicates that you have built or are establishing new roots, or a wish to have to get something done. It can also reflect that you're very, very what is the word for that? You organize well and you work steadily, like you're very you won't what is the word for that? It's like you won't stop, you will keep going, let's say, just but if you have brown around your face, or if it touches onto the face or the head, it can show a lack or a need to discriminate more. And if it's showed around the chakra points, they can indicate that those areas need to be cleansed. It's like those energies are blocked by that brown energy then. So it can be hard to interpret brown, since it's since it's so easy, can reflect problems in areas of physical areas. So therefore you need to be very careful before you make any conclusions when you see brown. The information you get from that person is the best way to understand why you saw that color, probably. And black is very confusing color in the aura spectrum, because it's almost like you see light. The aura itself is light. So some say that black shows in the aura when it indicates death or some terrible disease or something. But black is also if ever that is true, I don't know, but black is the color of protection also. So we can become a shield towards outer energies. And when it shows up in the aura, it can show that the person is shielding themselves or protecting themselves. So it can also reflect that a person have secrets, which is not wrong, as far as, and not like such. It doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. I mean, we could in some cases maybe do that, but black can also indicate that there is a new insight when it comes to responsibility and sacrifice that will be revealed. It can also indicate imbalances, and physical imbalances is often shown as black or dark areas in the aura around the physical body, and where it is then will give you a clue to what, or lead to whatever that imbalance is. In the outer edges of the aura, then black can indicate injuries at the aura field itself. So those who have been exposed to sexual abuse or other kinds of violence or so on, both as children, but also those who have, or even grown up, but those who have are addicted to strong drugs or heavy drugs or like even if they have been, sometimes it takes quite a while for that to heal, or if they are in that. Also those who enjoy others' misery or unhappiness, like those who thrive in seeing others, that it won't go well for others. They may also have this, and that may be caused by whatever. Never mind that. But then if there is silver, you see it like, I see that quite a lot. But if you see silver shining here and there, it's like a soft blinking lights in the aura, and those are like shimmering or silver colored, and it can show many things. It's often a sign of creativity and fruitfulness, and when it appears in a person's aura field, it indicates that there is a greater creativity that is about to be activated in the aura field of the individual's life. Why does this call now? Well, I need to pick it up, and no, I won't. I will just call later. I just don't care. So yeah, this is often seen among women, but not always. So but it can be a reason to, if you see that, to ask maybe if she's pregnant or so. I also think that it is, it can be the spirit world that communicate with you. I've seen it also around myself several times, so I think that's when they are around more than usually and want to show you that. So why? Okay, I have to go and take this now. It's disturbing. Wait a sec. Hi. I think maybe I did wrong before, so I don't know. Oh, now I'm irritated, by the way. Oh my gosh, why do I even do this when I'm so distracted? I should stop now. Anyways, really, God, you have to like call thousands of times if someone don't answer right. Okay, pausing. Never mind. Oh, it's good that not many have my number. God, I hate telephones. Oh, now I'm irritated. Okay, this aura is affected. But I wasn't angry at that, but I was angry at, like, I don't know. This whole, because I realized that I probably have not paused. I actually messed up this. And it doesn't matter because I talk so strangely here anyways, but it disturbs me still. I want it in a certain way. Well, never mind. But if you have blue or gold and gold in the aura, that this person can then journey to help others whether this person is awake or asleep. So they are like they have transformed their lower energy, so to speak, and live for service and love to all of humanity and every living being. And it kind of surrounds them, then, this color in the aura. And this is very cleansed then. So they can truly be a helper, and even invisibly. So to have that dynamic and purified aura, then you need to activate and cleanse your chakra fully. Oh, this person who called me actually could need some. Maybe I should do that, really. You need to force him. You shouldn't force people to be healed, but he's kind of interested in these things too. So maybe, we'll see. But as I talked about chakras, they are like light centers in the body. And like in the East, they describe them as lotus flowers, and in Christianity, they are often described as roses of light. And when these roses of light shows up, then the energy becomes like golden when they start to appear. Or also your knees or feet or hands can have these roses of light, so to speak. Yeah. And aside from those general 7, my God, what is this? Have I even paused? Oh, I shouldn't do videos so often. I will. No. Do I have to say something else now? So I was disturbed by this, all the fucking cat stuff and everything. Oh God, I hate her. No, I don't. But really, luckily she went sleeping now. Gosh. Well, anyways, you can cleanse your aura very quickly and simply. And I should do that right now, right? By thinking of you're like covered with almost like think of it as a hurricane, almost like a vortex kind of thing, yeah. Like it swirls around with pure energy that comes down like a drill kind of thing, from the heart, from the crown chakra and down through the body, bit by bit, like, and eventually it contains your whole aura, yeah. So that is a very quick one. I immediately felt it now, actually, but I should do it more. Anyways, but there is also a more complicated one that I should take probably another day then. Another cleansing thing that you can do. I think I should not do that now, and maybe not later even. Maybe I should just add a video with someone who have showed this this like pillar exercise. I think I won't say that. But yeah, there are many ways to cleanse your aura, and whatever way you feel is the best. This one is, I think, very well known with the Masons, and I think you can find it somewhere. I know that Taliesin McKnight, and before he ended all his videos, he talked about this. He used to do this one, and it's efficient, and I have done it now and then, but it's like now and then. Yeah, no, I just don't want to talk about it. You use those Hebrew names for anyways. No, I don't think I will share this one right now. Maybe later. But if you want to check, I will see if I find it somewhere that someone have talked about it. Maybe I should. Yeah. There are probably various ways to do this as well. But it's like to strengthen and protect you, and also it awakens your visions of the aura. You can also visualize and do rhythmic breathing meanwhile you use this. Yeah. But also this is a little bit more complicated in the way that you may, if you're not ready to feel or perceive or see your guides, maybe you open up a little bit quick if you use this technique now. I'm not even sure what it's called in English right now. Middle pillar exercise or something like that. I think so. Anyways, your consciousness will still grow if you practice. Maybe not by listening to me now. I wouldn't suggest, but if you do certain of these practices, your consciousness will grow, and so you won't feel as you did before. As well as if you do this practice, middle pillar. It sounds like it could be called that. Middle pillar meditation or something. You can Google it yourself if I don't put it beneath. And people in your surroundings will think that you have changed, and they won't always approve of it and think it's for the better. So be aware of that. Yeah, and also to to chant or to just think within yourself Om as a mantra, you know, I practiced that once, and then I was even like way before many other things. Maybe I was just 23. I don't know what age I was, but it was in the very beginning of exploring all these things. And I felt like the whole crown chakra just opened up like a starry sky. It was just too much. I just stopped and thought that, okay, I will come back to this when I'm ready to do this exercise, because it was like, wow, it was such an amazing effect of it. But then when I tried afterwards to do it a few times or so, I never got that effect again. So now I wish I would have kept going then, but then I didn't. So, but it's a powerful mantra anyways. Yeah, and you can to strengthen your aura as well, and you can think about it as if your mantra is like, you know how it looks like the Om sign, right? Or it's like it's as if it's in there, in your chest. So yeah, when you chant this Om, and yeah, and it will raise your vibrations very much in your aura. And also you can say Om Mani Padme Hum, like the jewel in the lotus. Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah, you know, Google it. I will maybe put some in it also, if I don't even say the words right. Yeah, I do, but yeah, never mind. So, but it can be a good thing to chant together with people, or if you have a CD even with that. Oh, I have a long CD with that. I think it's like 120 minutes, or not CD, it's like old cassette actually from that time with Om Mani Padme Hum. And to chant even with them can be awesome, but also to do it yourself. But to practice it every night before you fall asleep or go to bed, or just Om, is like the universal sounds. It balances you very much. And also Om, I wrote this to someone quite close, quite recently, about how it represents I have to stop now. This is very disturbing audio. Well, that it shows the different consciousnesses, let's say. So the whole number 3, as it looks like, is the wakenness and sleep, and then the thing that goes out from the middle there is the dream state, and then the little half moon, which you can then think of at the beginning of the throat, actually, not the chest area, is then samadhi, and then the dot, which would be upper in the center of the throat, if you think of it like that, or whatever you want actually, but anyways, higher up, and that is enlightenment then. So yeah, that are the different states of the mind, you can say, represented. Yeah, and it's a jump there. All those 3, wakenness, sleep, and dream, they stick together, but then there is a jump to samadhi, and there is a jump to enlightenment. It just happens. We can't like go there in a prepared kind of. We can prepare, but in a way it just happens when it happens. We can't like just decide to get there in a certain way or whatever. Okay, gosh, I'm so sorry for you who had to listen to this. I think maybe I have to read comments again so I get a grip. No, I won't, but I will still try to make better videos. I'm sorry about this. I was so disturbed, and I'm even more disturbed. I'm cold, and I am angry at my cat, and I want to eat. Okay, I have to go and eat now, and then I will balance my aura. Yeah. Take care, and hope you get something out of it. I better stop now before I get even more irritated that I probably messed this up. more than I thought. That I didn't even, get it all in the same voice. Oh, not the voice. Audio. Well, okay, bye for now.